Gone were the days when we thought that a pot belly was an evidence of good living. You know, where I come from, when you had a big belly, you considered well-to-do, you have enough money to buy the meat and the food you want or you desire, so then you gain that pot belly. It was usually recognized as something that comes with affluence. Now, with evidence-based knowledge, and we all know that a pot belly is a sign of poor heart health. In fact, you could have a fatty liver, meaning that you have fat sitting on top of your liver and causing your liver not to function properly like it should. And as we know, the liver is the powerhouse of our organs. When you take the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell, the liver is similar to that when it comes to food metabolism, drug metabolism, or anything that deals with metabolism in our system. The liver handles it mainly. The kidney helps with some, but the liver is mainly the powerhouse when it comes to metabolizing stuff that we take into our body. Therefore, it's up to me and you to make sure that our liver is in good, top-notch shape as we intend to age longer. Now, I'm going to talk about 3 things that we can do and monitor, watch to help us reduce our belly fat, since belly fat is a sign of heart problems. We don't want that belly fat no more. Whether it's an evidence of good living or not, like we used to think in the days, no more. We don't want no belly fat. So the first thing to watch out for if you want to cut down the size of your belly is insulin. Insulin is a hormone that helps us metabolize glucose once we eat it. Like we eat our starch and it turns to glucose in our bloodstream. Insulin helps that glucose to get through the cells to be metabolized. And glucose is the first easiest way of energy our body can burn and help us do what we need to do. So glucose is important, but then if you eat too much glucose, too much insulin gets secreted in your bloodstream in an attempt to get that glucose into your cells. And insulin, because it's referred to as anabolic, where it helps some of the glucose to convert to fat, excess glucose you eat and high insulin production is not good for you. Let's try to decrease our glucose intake, courses that will help insulin secretion in our body. Let's try to cut it down so that we don't have fat buildup. Because if we have high insulin, because insulin is responding to something we put in our body, we're going to have high fat deposits, because excess glucose in our body will cause conversion of that glucose that is not stored as glycogen to become fat and deposited in our liver and cause us to have fatty liver, which will cause us not to have the full functionality of our liver and also helps us gain weight, especially around the midsection area. The next is cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. It's released by the adrenal glands that sit on top of each of your kidneys. So when you are stressed, cortisol is awaking and say, hey, let's go to fight. Is it that we are fighting or we're fleeing? So cortisol tries to increase sugar or glucose in your body so that you can fight, because you need that energy, right, to do what you need to do. You don't know what is expected. When that cortisol level is high, it's not good, because remember, it's bringing excess glucose into your bloodstream, which will eventually turn to fat, because glycogen, it's only just a little bit that it stores. The whole sugar in your bloodstream cannot store as glycogen, so some will store into fat, the excess ones. So we want to cut down the cortisol level, so that we do not end up having a lot of glucose in our bloodstream, which will turn to fat and cause us to gain more weight. The third is your thyroid hormone. That thyroid hormone is very, very important in your metabolism, because low thyroid level will cause you to gain weight easily. High thyroid level in your body will cause you to lose weight easily. It can also cause you to be manic. We want thyroid level to be where it needs to be normal. So if nothing at all, make sure you monitor your thyroid level seriously, critically. Keep your eyes peeled in those three hormones: the cortisol, the insulin, and your thyroid hormone. You want to make sure that those are level set good, and to keep your weight down and to keep your blood sugar in control. Because remember, fatty liver slows down your metabolism, which will cause you to gain more weight, and that weight is usually around your belly area, and we don't want that. We don't want no pot belly no more. We want to all look sexy and nice for the summer. So I hope it's been helpful. Make sure you monitor your insulin levels by keeping it under control. You monitor your cortisol level. You don't want it to go out of whack. And then your thyroid hormone should also be level set, so you do not have to have a situation where you're building up fat and gaining weight. We all want to be skinny, nice, sexy as we age longer together.